I'm standing in the Cleveland History Center where they have close to 1 million artifacts that tell a very vibrant personal story, and you are invited to come and check it out. I'm here with John Lutsch, and we're here to get a little preview and see what this place is all about. And these cars are really cool that are around us. Where are we?
They're amazing. Well, right now we're in the Crawford Auto and Aviation Museum, and we are in the electric, steam, or gasoline exhibit. And what that entails is the sort of history from 100 years ago when alternate fuel vehicles were very prominent in Cleveland, and Cleveland was Detroit. We were the biggest automobile manufacturer in the United States until Henry Ford came along and took it all away.
That's right. So. Well, and so this exhibit showcases that the history of it, but also a little bit of the future.
A good part of the future, yeah.
So walk us through a couple of the vehicles that are here.
Okay. Well, what you see behind me is a 1913 Baker Electric, which was built here in Cleveland. Before electric cars went away in the middle 1920s, they were achieving between 150 to 200 mile range. And when you think about it, that's what the new Teslas were coming out with when they were first introduced.
Interesting.
So, you know, what's old or what's new is old, and what's old is new.
Yeah.
And Baker was really important because they were a prominent car manufacturer, and their second customer was Thomas Edison.
Very interesting.
Who worked on the electric batteries for these cars. Also, what you see behind me is one of the recharging stations, the sort of Frankenstein-looking machine.
Yes, it's a little creepy looking.
It is really creepy. I wouldn't get anywhere near the thing. But that's what was in common use. It converted AC power to DC power, which you could then plug into your electric car overnight and go off and do your stuff.
Okay, so we have a vehicle from the past.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this vehicle over here that looks super cool.
Yeah, it is.
Literally looks like something out of the future.
Yes, it's a Chrysler Portal. It's a concept car. It was built in 2017. And we're very lucky that Chrysler has loaned it to us for this exhibit. It's all electric. It has its own, it serves as its own Wi-Fi network. It has facial recognition software so that when you get into the car remembers who you are, what your preferences are. You know, the floor is completely flat. All the seats are removable if you want to carry 6 passengers or all cargo. It's a composite structure of carbon fiber. The really interesting thing is that there's no mirrors, it's all cameras in the car.
And this is the only one in the world.
The only one in the world. It's a prototype.
We are so lucky to have these kinds of things right at our fingertips to look at and learn about.
Yeah.
And this exhibit is called?
Electric, steam, or gasoline.
Okay, so people can come out and check this out now. When is it going on till?
It's going to run until April 30th of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have many other exhibits here. I mean, you really have something for everyone, even the kiddos.
Yeah, we do. We have, of course, we've got the Crawford Auto and Aviation Museum, which has our total collection's about 170 cars, plus airplanes, plus motorcycles. Wow. And then we have the carousel from the old Euclid Beach. And then we have the 2 mansions associated with the museums. And, you know, we have fashion exhibits and, you know, artifacts from all throughout Cleveland's history, going back into the 19th century and earlier periods of time. So it's pretty comprehensive. And like you said,
close to 1 million artifacts.
It's huge.
That's outstanding.
Huge. Yeah.
So you also have a little kids exhibit.
Yeah.
So bring the little ones.
Bring everybody. Everybody, you know, the nice thing is that for one sort of cover charge, if you will, you get to see everything. This exhibit, the whole Crawford, ride the carousel, look at fashion, go through the museums, and by that time you're exhausted and you got to go home.
You know what, John, we have such a rich history here in Northeast Ohio.
We do.
And thanks to the Cleveland History Center, we can explore that and learn all about where we live. Come on out. You are invited. All of the information is right there on your screen. John, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Alexa, very much. Nice to have you here.
This segment of It's About You was sponsored by the Cleveland History Center.